All right, welcome back. This is Scott Hamlin. I'm going to do the debugging on, show you what I did to make sure that problem 1 through 6 worked, and then we'll go right into problem 7. Show you some of the things that I found that I had done wrong that I needed to adjust. I'm sharing the screen of PS4A script. Okay, of course, load words is fine. You guys did that. Frequency deck, that was fine. Scoring a word, that one worked just fine. I need to look this over again because I guess I'm not going to understand. If you use all 7 letters with multiple words to get 50 points, or do you just get 50 points if you make one word with all the letters, So take it 2 different ways. Okay. Mine is you have to use all the letters in one word. So I don't know. Wasn't clear. But I understand the difference. Okay. Display hand was fine. Deal hand was fine. I should have rebooted my computer. Update hand, that was fine. Is valid word, that was good, that was fine. Calculate hand, I found an error here. I had, when I initialized the 0, I didn't type the same variable here, so I got an error there. As this not being initialized, so we fixed that. Play hand. Let's see. Yeah, I updated hand. I used that instead of hand anymore because I didn't want to mutate hand, so I needed a copy. So I used updated hand in all the code. So everywhere it said hand, I replaced with updated hand. That way you can replay the game with the original hand. Also, in this code here, enter a valid word or period. I had the quotes around the period. That gave me a syntax error. I needed to put an escape character in. So that's there. That works just fine. Also, let me get to it here. Sure, let's see. These all work just fine. Play game word list. Okay, right here, I had the word print input, and I had print, and what that'll do is give you none before your input. So I took out the word print. I added in there for some reason. I need to make sure there was falses and trues in here, so we would not exit this loop, because every time you exit the loop and you get down to here, you can't replay. So you need to stay in here until you actually exit, get out of it. I have to test it some more. I may not even need this good input part. I maybe just need, well, this is true or false, but that's basically what it is. And R and E really didn't matter because it didn't get kicked out with those in there. Okay, so this all worked just fine, and I don't know why this is red, but you run the code, it works just fine. So that was the debug on 6, and I played the game and it was fine. Okay, now we're working on this one. This is with the computer. I've gone over these codes to see what they do, and that's great. Now I'm just going to follow this. Allow user to play an arbitrary number of hands. So this one is another different play game. You can allow the user to play an arbitrary number of hands. Okay. Well, I guess. Okay, yeah, I guess if we follow this code, that's what's going to happen. Ask the user, and I guess we'll just start coding it under here after we do it. Ask the user to input N or R or U, and I'm thinking this is, it's anything, keep asking them again. Okay, ask the user to input A or a C. thing that's not a C, keep asking. Switch functionality based on the above choices. So I'm still going to assume user is a human being. So first we're going to put we're going to user input equals input. Come on, computer. Input. Enter. Enter. N for new game. R replay. E exit. Okay. Well, that's what we're doing here. And that's exit space. Okay. All right, so we get the user input. All right, so this almost is just like the code I had before, so maybe we can just grab a little of that over there. So down here, I'm gonna see if I can do the while loop different. And first I'm just gonna take all of this and then just modify it as necessary. Okay. And let's see what we got here. All right. So, so we'll take this line we just typed out. Okay. So we got user input. Okay. Now, and then I'm going to, well, everything needs to come over. It doesn't need to be indented. Shift tab. Right? There we go. Yeah, my computer's really slow. Okay, there we go. Space here. So it says ask the user to input N or E. Okay, that's what we've done. If the user inputs E, immediately exit the game. So user inputs E, print game over, then we exit. Okay, there we go. And that's it. Exit the game. System exit. If user inputs, that's okay. Well, we know what R and E mean, N and R. Okay. So if user inputs N, then we're going to go and run this hand. I'm going to use first game. It almost seems like, yeah, I could reuse that code. You know, almost like I could just come here, just use the whole play game, and then work it from there. Because it's going to be different. So let me just take the whole play game, copy, because I have variables and stuff in there, and I can make it cleaner if I need to. And then take that over there, and then Control V right on top of it. Okay. I didn't grab this. No, I didn't grab it. I didn't think. Yeah, I did. I didn't mean to. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. I don't think we're going to need this. Let me see here. Okay. While, let's just put this. While first game, and all right, there we go. While first game. Okay. Let's just see what happens with that. Right now, first game is true. Okay. User input. Okay. And yeah, if he doesn't hit N, R, or E, print invalid, input invalid. And then we don't need it. We don't need to do this. Okay. All right. So, and then it's going to come back up here because first game's still true. Now, I don't know if I want first game in there. We'll just see. Let's see what we do with that. Okay. So, every new game, you're going to go hand. It's going to go right in here. First game's going to go to false. Okay. And then, so yeah, that's why you can't have that. You must need that good input. I think we're going to go good input, and we're just going to make this false. Come on. There we go. Okay. Oh, a lot of Boolean here, huh? User input. Don't even know if I need that one. I don't know. Right now we do. Well, first game, well, not, right? Good input. I think that's the right syntax. Pretty sure. Yeah, well, not. Good input. Let's see. One little spider on the side. I'm going to check it real quick. Let's see. If not, right. And then okay. Empty. Let's see what happens there. Okay. Syntax error. So that's invalid. If okay. I gotta look that up. Python. If false. Syntax. If variable false. If variable. Okay. Let's see here. So, oh, how about not? I think that's right. If, while not good input. Let's try that. I think that's what it is. If not. Okay, I think that's right. Okay. I think that works. No. If, and then, oh. Just testing this thing. What the hell? Okay. Oh, that should work. No, still not. Come on. Okay. If, all right. Gee, just take all that code out. All right. Let's see if it works now. And is empty. Okay. Yeah, that works. All right, fine, got it. So while not good input's false. Okay. User input. Okay. If it's new, first game equals false. That's good. So now we're having a game. Play hand. Okay. Input's true. See, now I got to do this thing. If the user prints NRE, keep asking them. Ask the user input NRE. The input's an E, manually exit the game. If you any other thing, NRE. Okay. All right, there we go. So if you push N, we're good. Else R, E. If not, you're going around. Okay. Now, ask the user to input a U or a C. If the user inputs anything not U, keep asking them again. Okay, so we got, all right, so, they're gonna, we know what the first choice is. Okay. We got the user input, and let's go, it's a string, all right, and then let's see. Okay. Well, because you can have a new or replay. Okay, that's going to tell you whether you're going to go there. Then you're going to ask user input, you want a U or a C. Puts anything, keep asking them again. Okay, and then the functionality is depending on what they had. Okay, so this is for good input. Okay. All right. The user, we're just going to do this loop. Okay. If user input equals user input, think in N R and R. All right. I think that's good code. User input in NR. It's if user, I'm just testing it over at inputs, and just copy and paste. Copy and okay, it's in that. Okay, and then I'm just going to put user input equals R. Let's see what happens now. Yeah, that's good. That works. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna pause and reboot this computer. I can't reboot it, so then I'll lose this recording. So let's just keep going. If user input and enter R, okay, that's good. Then we're good. Then I'm gonna put let's just go for right now. I do not need that part. Let's just say right now, if that happens, and we know that good input equals true. Okay, so we've done that. That's for this while loop. Okay, and else, and then we can just we're going to take. Okay, we're going to take this part and cut it. I just want to store it down here, maybe later use. Okay, there we go. Else if user input equals E, then we're going to exit. And then else input invalid, and we're done with that loop. Okay, and that's user input. That's good. That's a good while loop. That's going to get me my user input. And I'm going to rename this user input 1. User input 1, 1, 1. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so so we're in there. We're great, and that'll exit your system. This one will keep you going around. Okay, now, and once you have a good input, you will leave this, and then we want to go. If user inputs anything that's not and okay, now we want U or C. Now we want to go. Okay. And this one, because while, no, take it right down, right there. Okay. Now another while loop. While. Okay, and this is going to be, now we have good input. While good input, this the only time we're going to get to this one, we get past the other one. So while good input. All right. We're going to go and think. Is that right? Good. Lines up perfectly. User input 2 equals input enter option C computer or H human. Okay, and then I'm going to go user input 2 equals user input. Oh, should be a 1 up there. 2 dot lower. Okay. All right. So got our 2 inputs. And if user inputs anything, keep asking again. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay. Then, okay, now we're going to go if user input 2 and C and H. Oops. Cool. All right. Then we're going to put good input equals false. Okay. All right, now, okay. And then if it is false, I mean, if it's not in that, it's still going to be true. It's going to come around. Else, oh, yeah, give us our else. 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 Print. Let's see. Invalid. Input invalid. Input invalid. Okay. Cool. All right, and then it'll loop around. Okay. Put invalid. Enter option. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, so we've got their entries. Okay. Switch functionality based on the above choice. The user input and okay. Let's see. Okay. Now, so we've got 1, 2. We got 4 different choices. Okay. Well, we'll just go an N and we'll just go a C and a U portion. Okay. We're done with that. All right. Now, okay. We'll get to that R, it looks like. Okay. If user input, user input, rather, come on, computer, put to equals C. Okay. There we go. All right. Now we've got the computer. If user input 1 equals new. Okay. Okay, I gotta put some colons after these. Colon. Missing the others. Okay, there we go. So, computer, new game. Okay, the computer is playing a new game. Let me pause for a second here. Pause. Okay, we're back. Okay, now we were in our if statements here. Okay, so it's a new game for the computer. Now, I think it's a random thing, so hold on here. Ask the user to input a U or a C. Okay. Okay, well, oh wait a minute. The user's making the decision, so that's all right. If the user input is a C, okay. Okay, so, and they wanted a new game, because the first one, a new game, then they're going to pick out who it is. Okay, that's fine. So, C in a new game. Ugh. All right. New game, play hand, or choose word. Okay, it's going to do play hand. Play hand. So we're going to call that right here. Okay. Copy. All right. Okay. I'm just going to call that now. I think. We're going to make a hand first. We got to make a hand. And you're not going to find that over here. All right, that's play hand. Okay. Choose word. Okay, there we go. Before we do play hand, we got to go over here, and we're going to call we're going to call let's play. Let's play again. No, it's gotta. We're gonna make a hand. Deal. It's called deal. Calculate hand length. Valid word. Update hand. I want that. I want deal hand. Okay. N. N is an integer greater than 0. Hand is going to equal deal hand. Okay, deal hand. Okay, let's copy that. No, N is okay, hand size. That's hand size. Yeah. Okay. So we're back here. First thing we're going to do is deal hand, and that's going to be hand. It's going to equal deal hand, and this is going to be hand size. Hand size should be a global variable up here. No, it's not. Hand size should be a global variable in PS4A. So I'm pretty sure that's where we'll have a problem if it's not. Okay. Equals hand, no, that's capital. Hand underscore size Z, hand size. Okay. Hand, deal hand, boom, hand equals that. So you're going to get a hand. Now, comp, play hand, hand, word list, and integer is going to be hand size. Hand size. Your word list, is that being made? Yeah, it's made right down here, right off the get-go. And play game word list, okay. Now when you call play game, it's going to be this one right here. Just to me almost is a confused. Let's see, if you're importing this from PSA import, want to get confused that it's got 2 play games? Isn't there a play game over here? Oh, there's play hand. Play hand. Ah, there's a play game. See, that's going to be confusing. Now, yeah, we're going to see what happens when you try to do this. Because, well, I guess it's because, okay, well, we'll see what happens. Because this is going to start it off the play game off of this one. And I don't know if it's going to take the play game from here or it's going to take from A. And then if you're not taking, that variable isn't over there, then we've got a problem here. Okay, so here, the computer, new hand. We got hand and play hand, okay? Now computer play hand, what does it return? Play hand, hand, and we gave it all the variables, okay? The hand, okay. Okay, plays the hand, display hand, okay. Okay, there we go. and see, I don't have to do anything with this code. Okay, else, and print. That's the total score. Okay, so when it's done playing the hand, and it also uses update hand, get word score. What does this one up here do? Computer choose word. Where's choose word come in? I think it might come in these directions here. Okay. Use a new random hand. Else, or play the last hand again. If the user inputted you, let the user play the game. If the C, let the computer play the game and select the hand using comp play hand. Okay, yeah. Okay, there we go. Comp play hand. Okay. Okay, maybe, wait, comp play hand must be using that. Comp play hand, okay. Total score. Current hand, display hand. Oh, there's computer choose word. Okay, there we go. I don't have to do it. I don't barely have to do anything for this. Computer play hand, and it's going to return, and that's going to return a score. Okay, and then what I set up here, repeat step one. So, okay, here we go. Now, at the end of this, I want to put, yeah, and this may go inside this while loop. Okay, so let me just see what happens if we do that. Tab this over. Okay, after the else. Okay, wait a minute, let me see. Else, printed valid. Okay, and then, okay, so this, we're coming down here. We have not a good input, no good input. Okay, so you're going to come down here and you're not going to execute this code at all, because it's not, and it's going to come right back up to here. Okay, and keep operating. Okay, so you get a good input. Okay, get input. And then we're not even going to execute. Now we're going to go into this. Okay, so you got a good input. Now we're going to go and said you want to go back to step one. So now we're going to go and we did all that, print it out, and we want to go good input equals false. Okay, so now when this, now this is false, and we're going to get out of this if. Okay, and we're coming back up to the loop. Oh, it's not going to go because it's false, so we come out of it. We're going to go all the way back up here. All right, so that should work. Now, computer, okay, new. Now here's where we go. Then if user input, okay. Now he said computer, else. Now this, if it's not new, then he has got, okay. Okay. All right, so, good input. He didn't hit what I wanted. So, all right, user inputs now. Now we know we have, we know we verified, we've got this is good. So we don't have to verify it again. So we know that if you didn't put new, it's got to be a replay. So now, this is first game, it's true. If we get here and we've played a new game, first, that's first, yeah, just looking at this, yeah. First, it's called first game, first underscore game. First game equals false. Okay, so if you got new, go there. Okay, else. All right, and okay, right there, right? Okay, we're in this loop. I'm looking at this code. All right, and then I think this is where we can use this. If first game equals, okay, because now we know R. If first game equals false, I'm going to probably do this stuff right here. So I'm going to cut that there. Over here. B. Is that else? Yep, lines up there. If first game equals false, it means you've already had another game. Then you're under the computer. This is going to be computer play hand. So COMP, capital P, play hand, hand word list, hand size. Okay, and then good input equals false, right? Yeah, good input equals false. All right, and then we're going to, yeah, and I think, okay, yeah, okay. Remember the first game where it's at makes a big difference. Okay, yeah, so all right. Okay, we got first game. Okay, for good input equals false. So he's going to, the computer's going to play the hand, and then he's going to output that stuff. All right, good input puts equal false. We're going to exit out of this. Going to come back up to this while loop, and it's going to skip that because good input's false. And after that's done, we're going all the way back up here, and okay, now okay, now we're coming in here and we're going to ask him again. Now if he puts new game, I think this is, you got to put first game equals yeah, no, it's all right. If he hits new game, that's fine. Because if it hits replay, you're good. You can replay it. If you hit, and that's fine, because that protects us for the very first incidents. Because then afterward, you could just keep hitting new game and new game, and if you ever go to replay, you've got a hand. That protects us the very first time around. Okay, that's all you got to do. So first game equals, there we go, first game equals false. I may not even need to do that. Okay. Okay, because you got first game equals false there, and boom, there it is. Okay, and then else if it doesn't equal false, when you went to have see, this is new game, and this is else. And I need to put a little note here. Nope. No, didn't do that. If there, else. I need to put out here. No, didn't. Oh, won't let me do that. Tab. Okay. Space out this. I want to put. This is user input replay. That's what that is. User input replay. Okay. So you want to replay. That's what we got here. So if first game equals false, then you'll do it. Else, no replay possible, first hand of the day. And that's right. First hand of the day is the perfect thing to say. User input equals true break, and user input equals true. So is that what we want? Or we want good input? No, okay. Print, we want to go, because you hit R. Yeah, see, you want to catch that earlier, I think. R. I think. See, you want to catch it up here. Yeah, you want to catch that right up there. You don't want to waste that. So, user input is in that. Good input equals true. Now, I want to put in here if I want to put right there if user input 1 equals R. I think it's ampersand. Where is it? Is it this, or is the word and? I think it's that, because come on, get up here. Okay, Python Boolean and I think it's double logical operators. I'm pretty sure it's a double ampersand. Come on. Okay, give me X and, oh, maybe it's just operators. Or, oh, maybe it's just and. I'm just getting confused. And, okay, fine. Jeez, that's easy. And, oh, was it capital or not? Come on. Which one did I open? And this one. Yeah, capital right here. Come on, there we go. A and D. All right. And I better look at this. I don't know why it's not lighting up. If user input in and and right. Let's see if that works. Valid syntax and. Look at that. Didn't seem to work for me. And oh, it's lowercase. Jeez, man, show it one way. It's okay. And D. There we go. There we go. That looks better. Oh, stupid computer. Yeah, and okay, there we go. All right. Okay. If user input equals R and first game and first game, that's good. I don't have to put in parentheses and first game. So that's true. If first game's true and user input equals R and first game, then we want to put print no replay possible. Copy. I want to do that right off the bat. Okay. Control B. Come on. Yeah, okay. There we go. Print no replay possible. First hand of the day. Okay. Let's take all that out. Okay. And we're going to put and then we're also going to go good input equals yeah, we got to go back and put it back to false. False. Okay. Good input equals false. Okay. No replay possible. First hand of the day. Okay, and that's taking care of that. That's fine. And see, you can do that right off the bat, and you don't have to worry about it later on. Exit. Else print input invalid. Okay. While good input. All right. Hit pause. Okay. All right. So while good input. Okay. Then we're down here. Okay. User input was a replay. Now we don't have to check to see this because we know it's a good replay because we checked it up there. And then once you get into new, first game equals false, and there we go. Okay. And okay, we already know about this. It's already, because you're not going to get there. You're not going to get to the replay section unless you can do a replay. So, we can delete that and want this Shift tab right there. Okay, so we have computer, and this is a replay hand, and I want, yeah, okay, great, because you're not giving another, you're not making, okay, this is a replay. Hand has already been done. We're not making a new one. Giving it that. Good input. It's okay. He's going to play hand. He's going to return the score. Good input equals false, and that brings us back up to all the way to the top. Okay. All right. So take this out. Okay. All right. Now we've got if you did the computer. So now we do an else. Go back. Come on, computer. Jeez. Okay, right there. Is that it? Perfect. If. Okay. So obviously he did else, because we know that now it's going to be this is going to be human selection or user selection. User selected. Okay. All right. So now, let me see here. This should be. Come on. Move this thing. Okay. If user input. Let's see. I haven't used user input number 2. 2 is C and H. There we go. There's 2. Okay. So we know this is user. Yeah, it wasn't C, so it's going to be H. So now we're looking, is you want normal or replay? Okay, so we know that we got this far that we've already checked to see if we can do a replay. So if user input 1 equals N, all right, which is a new game, we're going to just, come on, okay. Now you new game. I want, now I'm back to my A side. All right. Uses name. Then these are the things we're going to do right here. I'm going to take them all. I may not use all of this. Okay. We know that. V. Okay. We know that. All right. First one should be right there. These should all be. Okay. Hand equals deal hand size, which is, that's fine. First game, okay, I don't, let's see, yeah, I want to use first game equals false, give it that, because it won't have gotten it anywhere else, all right? Let's see. I didn't put it anywhere. Okay, because we'll get it here, computer, but here, first game equals false. And then play hand, dealing with hand, wordless, hand size. Okay. Take that out. Now, on the other one, after you played the hand, okay, play hand should take you through the whole thing. After you play the hand, and it prints out what it has to print, because this is that him printing it out. This is going to be, we have, I need to set good input equals false, good input equals false. Okay, that means we're going to, come on, stuff open. Ugh. Always pull out, close a program or two, it'll help. Discord should be on. Steam, turn that off too. Okay, so good. It's false. We go right to the top. We're not going to lose any of our information. Okay, now, and now we can just go else. Okay, this is for replay. This is going to be note here. Replay selected. Okay, and now under replay, just look what we did over here. Okay, we're just going to go this right there. It should be the same as the other one. Copy play hand. No, it's going to be the same as the computer because we have a play hand. So there, play hand. Okay, and good input equals false. I wonder if I can just put that at the bottom. You know, else. You got all this wild stuff. I think you need to keep it at true, and then you're in there, and you never get that false. See, because this one kicks you right out. Okay. But let me make sure here for a second here. That's going to print invalid. And I may want to indent all this stuff. Let me make sure. These are going to execute, and I don't want them to execute. I don't think. Say, because you will look here, put invalid. Oh, I'm going to make sure, well, that's for that part. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Don't get confused here. It's in that. This is this while loop. It's going to do that. Why is this if out here and these aren't? It's while loop. Maybe this is a small little while loop. Yeah. Yeah, that's all that does right there. Okay. That's a small while loop. And once, yeah, once you put false, once it gets a false, there. And then we go here, CNA, this, now this is going to execute. Okay, that should work. I still don't understand this stuff. Why is that there? Okay, file, let's save it. Let's make this, that should be there. Now this, these, back over here. Now I would think, if I run this thing, it'll load all this in, it'll import that, and we will start with play game word list, and that should be right there. Play game word list. Now, why is it not going to use this one? I don't know. I may have to reference it. I don't know. We're going to save this one too. Okay, now that's going to shut that down. B's open. It's been saved. That's what I'm going to run. This is problem one test file, right? No, I don't. See, is that run? Yeah. Run PS4B. Now here's PS4. Come on, B. Okay. Now here's where all the errors come in. Okay. All right. Let's see what happens here. Okay. There we go. File. Line 1 through. And what we want to do is okay. Line 136. I'm sure I could get this side by side on here. Right. I wonder if I can share 2 screens. Well, that's probably not good. Okay, user input equals R and first game. I am missing a colon, so line 136. Oh, right there. That's an easy fix. That happens to me all the time. Okay. We're looking 1, 2. Okay. All right. Fine. Save. Let's go back here. Let's try this again. All right. Oh, that's a good sign. Whew. All right. Let's try a new game. Okay. You're slow. New. Well, enter option. And it's went right into it. I don't like that. What it did is it looks like it needs to be named something else. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. Let me exit out of that. Okay. Let me exit out of that. Okay, good. That all works. Now let me look. I ran PS. Now see, when this comes down, it is play game word list. I think that this needs to be changed. Let's try play game C and see what happens. I'm not supposed to change that, but for the computer, because play game C is what I want this to go into. Okay. And I want that to be play game C. Never do I pull up play game from import A. I use stuff from import A. Hopefully the thing it's going to be using it from there. But that's got to be changed. That name's got to be changed. I'm pretty sure. So I'm using this menu. Let's see how that works. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, loading list. Okay, enter option. New, replay hand, or exit. I want a new game. So come on in. Okay. No, it's still not doing it. Whoa. That's not good. So we're going to see what's going on here. Invalid word, or let me just see what happens when you put a valid word in there. Okay, end game. Exit. Okay, maybe my save didn't take or something. Okay, well, what do we got here? Boom, boom, boom. Choose word. Plays a hand. Now I'm looking at my code too. Play game C. Okay, user. Oh, you know, well. All right. Make sure. No, that's right. Put that back there. Once. There we go. That's what I want done right there. Okay. Oh, remove this comment when the code is function. Oh, sure, I won't think of this. Let's take that out. I don't want any of this. I still don't think that main needs to be there. Let's go. Delete. Okay. That should be fine. Okay. Word list equals load words. Play game C. Word list. Okay. Play game C. Play game C. Okay. All right. File. Save. Okay. Now let me go close this, close that, back into my Python, shut that down. Okay. Now we're going to have to end up opening that anyway, because we're going to have errors. I'm going to have to fix them. Okay. Now problem test file is right there, right? Okay. Run PS4B for Y. Okay. Let me see. New game. No, it's not. And what? Maybe it's the code. Maybe I'm going into something I shouldn't here. Wow, look at this. It's not a runtime error, but that's okay. I need to look at this. Okay. If I did play game C, all right, this is all comments, user input, boom, boom, boom. While not good input. Okay. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's not even getting in this. Maybe you have the syntax wrong. Well, let me make sure here. I'm gonna just looking over at my spider real quick. All right. Okay. Let me make sure. Okay. While not good input. While not, let's see, while not, I'm just testing it over in C, and good input, make that false, right? I want to print in while loop, okay. Let's see what happens here. Okay, good, okay, that, yeah, okay, so, okay, that should be there. I got that. And, okay, if, and I put end, good input equals true, okay. If you equals R, which I didn't put, okay, I do that. Else if E, and didn't do that, okay. Else, okay. There we go. All right, so we got there. Okay, while good input. So, did I ever, okay, I got a new game. Good input went to true. True. Okay, I should be in this. And I'm not getting here. I'm not getting here. I think that should be over. Yes. Because this thing has to get through first. This code all should be over. Because once I get through this code, okay, because this is going to keep going. So this, all this code has to go over 1. Okay. Shift tab. Okay. That should be over there like that. Even though I think it would have still, should have still functioned. Okay. So we're in this loop. We are out of it. Okay. And while good input's now true, I need another input. And we got that right. It looks like the right code. Let's try that file, save. So the only thing I can think is the problem. Let's go, oh, not that. Let's go dot endgame, exit. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. Try a new game again. No, it's still, I'm still not getting the run. PS4B script. Word list. and then play game C word list. And then play game C should be right there. What am I doing? Okay, you know what? Just to make sure I'm in there, I'm going to put the first thing I want out of here. Print, well, okay, here's the debug, right? If debug. If debug, okay. I'm at print in the computer. Come on, computer loop. Okay, there we go. And then right at the top. Oh, you don't put it there. Put it at the top of this thing. Debug equals true. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Debug equals true. So we're down here. If debug, print computer loop. Okay, I'm in the computer loop. Now, all right. Okay. Let's see. It's getting down right down to here. That's what it's doing. It's getting down into here. So while that, and then while good input, this is good input equals false. Okay. False, false, false. It must not be getting in here. If debug print user input 1 recognized. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so debug is true. This is going to tell me got there. Now this, oh, wait a minute. Now, okay, that's all under this if. All right, if debug, print that, and then this is good input equals true. Good input equals true. All right, then if user input 1 equals R and first game, then no replay possible. Good input equals false. So you're going to have to go back up here, because that equals false. And we're in this if, else if, else if. That doesn't go. So go right back up there. Should work. Okay. Let me save this and see what happens. Boom, exit, E, exit. Okay. Whew. Maybe, I just don't, it should be. Okay, well, all right, well, let's see, new game, see what happens. N. Nope, still, and I didn't get anything print. Nothing printed. So, what is happening? PS4B PY. All right. Debug, oh, capital debug. That's a capital. That's capital. If debug. I'm not even getting the computer loop. It's not even doing this. What is the problem? If statement's not running? I don't understand. I'm not running anything here. I don't even know how it's doing anything. It's loading the words. Play game C. Well, I guess I'll pause and I'll see if I can figure it out and I'll let you know.